How's it going, everybody?
How you
Good
doing?
evening. Welcome back to Project Airwaves. I'm D.
And this is Lynn.
How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful week. It's almost Christmas, everybody. Aren't you excited?
It is almost Christmas, man. I've been dreading the time frame of it getting to it. We're on the 19th. We've got 4 or 5 more days until the holidays actually pick in, and it's hunker time. It's like you gotta. Have you gotten all your Christmas shopping done?
No, God, I'm still kind of broke from Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
However, it's one of those things where Christmas, for me, like the older I get, the more I want to focus on like the little things.
It's hard.
It is.
I don't know a lot of adults now that will legit say that they are excited for the holidays when it comes to Christmas. Yeah, they like to set up the trees and have the family dinners. When it comes to presents and everything like that, you're more into the gift of giving than receiving.
Yeah.
Obviously, as a grown up, I can buy things for myself.
Right, all day.
But, you sacrifice what you need in order to give out good presents to good family and good company.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like for me, I've really fallen in love with like Christmas food and Christmas treats, and it's not so much about the gifts. Like when I was younger, yes, of course I wanted like the newest and coolest thing. But as I've gotten older, and thankfully my parents are still around, and I owe them tons of money. But as I've gotten older, and I've realized how real life can get. You start focusing on more, your family and the people that took care of you and got you this far. So for me, it's like, I know my mom's going to cook a bomb meal. Thank you, Mom, in advance. Love you. I know it's going to be delicious, and I know I'm going to have a great time with my family. And it's like, like I said, the older you get, the more you want to spend time with your loved ones because time is of the essence. So I look forward to that. I love the smell of Christmas. I love the cheesy Christmas music.
Man.
I love how I drive down the street. You're going to smell cookies and all these pastries. I'm not going to eat any of it, but I love it.
It's that inner fat kid. It's so hard to want to pass up. Me and Dee were talking earlier. It's just you can invest in the holidays, enjoy yourself with your family and your friends, regardless of what's going on. Try to make the most out of how you're feeling when it comes to how these holidays come across, because people tend to become a Scrooge and they're like, ugh, I have to go buy presents now. I gotta go to this event and then I do this event. I'm just tired. I just want to stay home. I have work tomorrow. Even if I'm still exhausted from work or training or doing anything else like that, I'm still this year, especially this year, because last year I hadn't even set up a Christmas tree.
Right.
We set up a tree. We set up they look like not streamers. You literally wrap the tree around them.
Oh, like tinsel, or are you talking about like the string lights?
It's both the string lights and the tinsel. There you go. That's what it is. Yeah. So we've wrapped tinsels around. Granted, we got 2 huge cats that tackled the fucking tree and ripped that thing apart, and one just dive bombed on the tree and took it down, knocked off all the ornaments. So it's like having to clean up after that is such a pain in the ass. But it gives me joy to know that I got to take some time out of doing my normal routine to set up a tree, go buy presents, spend an additional amount of love and affection and happiness with people that I care about, family and friends.
Getting into the spirit of the season. Yes. Well, and that's my thing. It's like a lot of times we lose the spirit of the season because we're so focused on, buying stuff and appeasing others and trying not to be like that weird person. And we've kind of gotten away from just caring about each other and being humans and loving one another.
Right.
Because yes, it's still the season of love. It's still the season of friendship, and you should, even if it's not with your family, some people don't have family like we do, and that's cool. Then find someone to show that love to. Maybe someone has some love to give to you, and I'm not expecting you guys to be best of friends, but at the same time, just being a good person to somebody, just telling them hi, have a good day, or Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, God bless. Little things like that really go a long way with people, and it feels like we can kind of get tired of being good. We get that fatigue, of giving to people.
It becomes this mental game of chess where I feel like you become so overwhelmed getting into the holidays because your life is already hectic.
Yes.
I don't know anybody in my time frame or age or life right now that isn't dealing with personal shit.
Right.
And that personal shit gets hard, and now you're putting the holidays on top of it.
Right.
And it's like, I want to enjoy these holidays and have fun, but fuck, I still have this. I still need to do this.
Right.
I'm still battling with this. So the biggest thing, like, Dee touched on, is trying not to get fatigued. That mental state of it's going to be exhausting, and you're going to end up having to give a little bit more and may not even receive as much as you normally would in return of one.
Right.
But don't put yourself in this isolation box of just, I want to be alone.
Right.
You need to migrate into that feeling of, hey, it's my family and my friends.
Right.
Being around people that are good company will bring you out of that stale, clustered feeling of, I'm so focused on what's going wrong.
Right.
When they might give you that nice little month break of, you know, this could be cool if I actually let them in and enjoy the ride.
Right. And that's what it comes down to. And to kind of give you guys some, you know, background of where we're coming from. You know, with me and Lynn, we've grown up together. We've been through the rough and the tough times together, and we've had those bad Christmases. I had one Christmas where, you know, we didn't have a Christmas tree and we didn't have any presents because we were broke and our power was turned off.
Yep.
And the only thing we could do was listen to the neighbors, listening to music downstairs, and just kind of like having our own little personal party for Christmas. And it's like, you know, it really puts things into perspective. Like, it's not just about gifts. It's not just about, you know, money. You know, it's about sharing, you know, love with somebody. It's about caring about that person. In the world of today where things are complicated and things are kind of messy, you know, let's just embrace the season. Let's go ahead and love on one another. Yes, it is going to cost me a few extra bucks to, you know, give the guy on the side of the road $3 to $5 so he can catch the bus or get some hot chocolate or whatever. But I mean, if you think about it, how many other times have you really given somebody some money? How many times have you ever just sat down and just listened to their story and had empathy for that person? Not just talking about being alone. Sometimes it's family. You know, there's people that they don't have to be blood related to you to be family. Mm-hmm. You know, me and Lynn, we're not related through blood, but this is my brother. But we've had many a Christmas together. Right. Side note, you know, sorry to get off track here, but there was one Christmas.
Oh, no.
There was one Christmas, me and Lynn, of course, we were younger. His parents went out to do something, and me and Lynn thought it'd be awesome to play catch or throw something in the living
fucking Christmas tree. I totally forgot about that.
So I threw this object, whatever it was.
It was a football.
It was a football.
It was a foam football.
And of all the things it hit on the tree, it knocked off the star, guys.
Knocked off the star.
The star. Now, this wasn't we just went to Walmart and bought this. This was like a family ornament heirloom thing. We're freaking out.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh my God, his parents came home and we're just like, our souls left our body because they're like, what happened to the tree? And we're just like, we were playing catch.
Yeah, it's.
But I can't. I will honestly, I love that memory because that was like the funniest thing. Me and Lynn have gotten into tons of trouble. We will tell you guys about it as you know, as we progress with our time together. But me and Lynn have gotten into some shenanigans.
It's been a long growing experience. You know, having Dee pretty much as like one of my primary family members. I don't have a lot of family here. You know, most of my family is back home, and then I have like the very minimal amount of family here. And what Dee was touching on when it comes to how the holidays are, when you do spend time with your family, my friends are my family. You know, I don't have brothers and sisters, and you know, my mom doesn't even live here. My dad doesn't live here. My stepdad is a big part of my life, but he has his own things going on here too. So it's just me, me, myself, and I have my family, which my friends are, and having people, you know, that are kind-hearted like Dee and other people that, you know, I will mention down the road. If I'm by myself, I'm struggling, and if I'm with my friends, I thrive to do better. These little memories and little events, like knocking down the fucking tree or that ornament from the tree, going to concerts, going to Friendsgivings, just going out for holidays. For me, it's always been about my family, which is my friends, because they don't have to be blood. Right. Dee touched on a good point where even if it costs you a couple bucks to take care of a homeless person, you may not know. You don't know if that might be your next friend. You may not know what you can do to implement or change that person's life for the better. Right. So with me, I would do anything for these people that are in that are my family. When I say family, I mean my friends. I will fight anybody. I will take a bullet for anybody. I will do the utmost, because around the holidays, these people are what get me through my isolation and alone time of really hitting, like, you know, my family isn't here. Right. So I take full initiative to make sure that all my stuff's taken care of, everything's doing good, and that even if I am tired and exhausted and don't want to do anything, that I still pride myself on going out on these holidays to spend time with these people. Yeah, go the extra mile. Do something that, you know, you're not going to get thanked for, and no one's going to shout you out on Facebook or hashtag you or whatever it is. You know, it's called a selfless act for a reason. You don't expect
a reward. You don't expect anybody's thanks or anything like that. It comes down to you just being a good person. And, it's funny because doing security taught me one of the most important lessons of my life is, act as though somebody's watching you. When you're out and about, how you conduct yourself is how people perceive you. So with you being nice, that can inspire somebody else to be nice, which will inspire somebody else, and it just keeps going and growing. Right. It's like, it's funny because when you do something nice, it almost like it inspires other people to just want to be nice. And so it's one of those things where, with the holidays and, being able to spend time with my family and being close to my loved ones, it's come down to where, like, I'm just so happy that I'm surrounded by the people I have. I have the blessings that I have, that I can be able to share that with somebody else. I can be able to give that to somebody else. And that's one of the reasons me and Lynn wanted to start this, is so that we can give back. We've been through a lot in our lives, and we have a lot of experience that we want to share with other people. And so this is one of those things, especially for me. The holidays is a big deal. I am religious. Church is a very big thing for me. And so, being the holidays, it's really like, okay, we got to make sure we learn to love each other. We got to make sure we spread the message of being a better person, giving back, not expecting anything in return, because like I said, it's called a selfless act for a reason. It's not about wanting something in return. It's just being a good person.
Written right in the holiday feels. It's about investing in what you can do to make other people feel wanted and needed. Be able to establish, like with this podcast, what we want to do, which you guys will learn more farther in that we go, is we want to be able to build a community. Human beings aren't meant to be alone, and people tend to have this tendency to want to hunker themselves down, not put their feelings, emotions, any kind of thoughts out, because they're afraid of being judged. And what you can do with us is use us as a platform to talk about whatever topics you feel about. If you feel like, man, having a shit week at work, and I don't know what to do to make myself feel better, and is anybody else feeling the same feeling? Me and Dee have been there. We are there. Things are hard. Things are always going to be a challenge, but you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to be able to put yourself out there for personal growth. If I don't put myself out there to do something that I don't want to do, I won't grow from it. You become this muscle group where you're only training the same fibers. And that stagnant build of just having one muscle built the same way, it's great, and it's hard in that one topic. But if you make that a priority without trying to grow in different factors, you're not going to get any improvement in life. You're not going to make yourself as more of a solid individual. So with what we're trying to do, we want to build this into a strong foundation and strong community, so that if you guys decide that you need to come and get your feelings and emotions out, me and Dee have no filter. We will talk about anything and everything, because we want this podcast to be about people growing, about becoming stronger individuals and being more confident in themselves, because me and him both were not confident before this, but I've learned over the years to develop more self-confidence based off of how I feel.
We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We've been here like almost 20 minutes. Lynn's got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. So my thing is, like I always love, I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your suggestions. I like to keep things, as much as me and Lynn want to, make this a community and everything, we also want to make sure we're doing our part to give you guys what you're looking for. And we want to make sure you're interested in what you're hearing. So please give us your comments, your suggestions. One thing I want to extend to all of you out there is, what do the holidays mean to you? At this point in time, some people are alone. Some people have families. Some people are in between. Some people are working long distance and can't get home to their families. So I just want to know, what do the holidays mean to you? How are you feeling today?
What are your thoughts and opinions? What do you feel like the holidays are going to implement at the end of your year? The holidays are a big factor, because that is the ending of an entire year's worth of work. What are you bringing from these holidays that are going to implement into how the new year starts? Topics we talked before about just how the resolution will kick in and how you're going to feel, what you feel that you may need to change. Still focus on your family and friends and what you feel like you need to do to better them. But remember, at the end of the day, you are your priority. You need to make sure that you take the time for yourself to continue to grow for yourself.
Yes.
So we will be taking a little break.
Yeah, we bit.
Yeah, just to enjoy, Christmas coming up and New Year's. It's going to be busy both for family and for work, especially for me, to insecurity and everything.
Yes.
I want to start off the New Year strong, so I know once the New Year kicks in, we will be side recording our side projects as well.
You can expect two.
Yeah. 2 extra videos on top of our original Project Airwaves to get things going. And then when the new year kicks out, we are going to push this stuff out.
Yeah, I want this to be something real. I want this to be a platform. I don't want it to just be me and Lynn. I want it to be all of you out there. I want to hear your comments, your concerns. I want to hear everything. I want it to be so big that we can get a phone number so you guys can call in live and talk to us and we can chat with you. I want it to be like we can get you guys on Skype or Hangouts or whatever and have a conversation. I want you to know us. We want you to get to know us because we're just 2 regular dudes. We're not trying to be celebrities. I'm not trying to be Drake. He's not trying to be Jay-Z or Kanye or anybody like that. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody.
I would like that. I would like the money. I would love the money to be able to actually be a celebrity. It comes with whatever kind of, popularity or fame that comes our way, regardless if we get nothing or anything at all. I know D is in the same boat how I am, where we want to use what we're getting to better everybody else.
Right.
And I want to personally say that whatever I'm getting out of this, I'm going to invest into helping others grow as well. I mean, to end off without adding any extra, I was listening to J. Cole just recently.
Oh, nice.
He has his own company called Dreamville.
What?
It's literally a bunch of artists that he put together. He funds their production. And it's such a smart investment because this guy he's already known as J. Cole. Yeah, exactly. As being big. And this dude took a completely different mindset of the rap game of rather than just investing on himself and doing better, he's investing on a good community of artists that are like-minded, and these people are blowing up. Dreamville is its own franchise now. And yeah, he probably can collect money off of it. But the fact is that he's getting other people to grow with him. He's bringing in family and friends to do better with him, to create this community, to just grow. And in exchange, everybody's making money. Everybody's making money being happy. And I feel like with this podcast and with the attempt to try and do better, if we can get other people to grow, we can all be successful.
Right. And that's what it is. Yet again, giving. It's not just during the month of December. It's all the time.
That's a good. I didn't even think about wording it like that. One last tip, advice: don't focus on only giving around the holidays.
Yes.
Make that a year-round thing. Make that a goal for your 2020. At least for myself, and I would hope for everybody else, is that at least once a month, or find some kind of way to give to others that you aren't expecting anything in return. Don't just make it to where once October hits, that from October to December, you're dishing out a bunch of money for presents, and then, January all the way through to September, it's all you time. Because you always are going to have time for yourself. It's just always going to be about you, but you need to try and branch out from that. And like he was saying, is that you need to implement better ways to create a chain reaction of if you're going to invest in helping one person, that person will help another person, and that person will help another person.
Every time.
We just keep going through.
Every time, guys. We could talk about this for hours because, like I said, we've been through it. We know what it's like to be on the side of not being able to celebrate Christmas and not being able to really partake in all the festivities. We've been on the other side, growing up. We weren't poor, but we were kind of broke, but our family still made it work and we had a good time. So we just want to spread the love. So here is us giving our love to you. Thank you for listening. I don't care if it's only one person, if it's 100, 1,000,000, 1,000, whatever. Thank you for listening. We're, like Lynn said, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, as always, you can expect us for Wild Card Wednesdays once a week. Right. So meet us back here. I want to say the week after Christmas. Don't know what date yet. We'll let you guys know. But just, keep inspired, keep happy, and don't be afraid to spread the love to somebody else, even if they don't want it from you. And don't force yourself upon them. But if you're trying to do something nice and they don't want it necessarily, that's okay. Do nice for somebody else, or find a way to just do something for them. It doesn't have to be lavish, and don't expect anything in return. All right, guys? We're done? Okay, with that, we're going to go ahead and sum it up. As you guys always know, say it with me. Keep your head in the clouds.
And keep your feet on the ground.
We love you guys, and we will see you next time. Have a wonderful holiday. God bless.
Happy holiday, everybody.